Leicester City Football Club over the last decade have been on a rollercoaster of a ride. Since being bought by Vichai and top Sridhar Prabha back in 2010, they were promoted back into the top flight for the first time in 10 years in 2014, and it has been onwards and upwards from there. The late chairman's vision became a reality when Leicester's brand new £100 million state-of-the-art training facility was built. Leicester City Football Club is forever growing, as in 2021 have announced their plans to remodel their beloved King Power Stadium and expand its capacity to 40,000 alongside a few fancy additions. The club will be adding a village of buildings surrounding the stadium to bring further global recognition to the city of Leicester and show the club's development as they continue to compete in the toughest and highest level league in the world by following a disciplined, sustainable and innovative business model that delivers an outstanding experience to LCFC fans all over the world. Are you a fan of LCFC's proposed plans?
Of course I'm a fan. I think it's so good to see my local club progress all the way and get this far as a club. I think 10 years ago we never ever saw any of this come in, obviously with the title win and stuff. So to now see that we've got a new stadium, which we've been wanting for a long time anyway, we've constantly sold out home crowds. It's finally, something that we can all sit back and be proud of our city for. There's loads of stuff to do as well, which is unique. It's not just a stadium expansion. Obviously we've got the new hotel, we've got an entertainment complex. It's just something to be really proud about as a club.
Is there anything else you would like to see added in with it, or see anything substituted out and changed for something else?
There's not so much anything I'd like to see change, but I feel like there's definitely some different things that could have been done to make the thing a lot better. It's only getting an 8,000 to 10,000 size capacity increase, which I think it could have actually been more, to be honest. I think if they did 15,000, they'd still sell it in season tickets alone, never mind having general sales tickets and stuff, because there's more. I think there's 14,000 people on the waiting list for a season ticket, so they could essentially fill all that up with season tickets. And I do also think the whole dynamic of how it's all arranged could be changed a little bit. I feel like it's a lot of things going on in one small area rather than trying to keep it all individual and have it just like a stadium with a hotel. It's almost like it's becoming a bit like Wembley Park almost, which is a bit too touristy for my liking. But in terms of business wise, that's always going to do well for the club, as it will get more income, whether that is if it's at their own private bar or whether that's being spent in the new store they're building.
What else would you like to see the club do in the next 10 years?
I think from a business standpoint we're pretty solid, but as the world is becoming a lot more economically friendly, I feel like the club needs to move in that direction as well. We keep making clappers for every game where we cut down trees, so we don't need to do that. And all of the lighting equipment and lights and stuff, they're not really needed, or they could be doing on a better sustainable path that doesn't really affect the world as much. Because other than that, business wise, we know that King Power are probably going to grow from this. We've seen how they've grown over the last 10 years until COVID. I think we're constantly going in the right direction with the development of our team, with the new training ground, etc. But then there's just the little things making sure they are economically friendly that I think we'll be lacking in.
Thank you very much. So a Leicester City fan there, excited for what the Leicester City Football Club have to bring to their ground as early as 2024 with the East Side expansion.